We know that the World Cup 2023 schedule is going to be announced. Hopefully it happens by this week. Now we are all wondering, why is there such a massive delay when it comes to the World Cup scheduling? Because in the past we have seen every single World Cup when it comes, either 6 months before or 1 year prior, you know the venues, you know what is going to happen. You know the matches, the schedules out, the tickets are now then released, the broadcasting can then plan their things, and that's why this is the reason why this current World Cup schedule delay is very, very puzzling. But perhaps there is one very bizarre reason, and it is not surprising that this bizarre reason is coming from, you guessed it, Pakistan. Pakistan have made it a point every single time to ensure that they give out excuses, they give out bizarre statements every single time. It kind of worked for them in the Asia Cup standoff, because remember, in the Asia Cup, India actually had no firm ground to stand upon, because when the unilateral statement was made, after that there was pressure and Pakistan held firm that we are not going to allow the Asia Cup to be hosted in a neutral venue. The hybrid model is the next best thing. We all understand that there are bilateral tensions that persist between India and Pakistan, and it is not going to get any better. But this bizarre request that Pakistan has now made has once again probably made him a laughing stock, because now Pakistan have made this bizarre demand according to some of the media outlets that are reporting in Pakistan. The reports state that Pakistan are not comfortable in playing some teams in certain venues, certain specific venues. Two matches stand out. Matches in concern are Pakistan versus Afghanistan in Chennai and Australia versus Pakistan in Bangalore. Now, these are the two things these are the two matches that Pakistan want to be swapped. They don't want to play Afghanistan in Chennai. They don't want to play Australia in Bangalore. Why? The selectors who are there, the selectors in the PCB, they have advised the board not to accept Chennai as a venue. Why? If you look at the Afghanistan team, who do they have as their spinners? Rashid Khan, who's going to definitely start. Then you've got Noor Ahmed, potentially you've got Mujibul Zadran and Mujibur Rahman, and then after that you have potentially Mohammad Nabi who can come back. Nabi, Rahman, Rashid, Noor. And remember, Rashid and Noor, when they played for the Gujarat Titans in the IPL, they were simply magnificent. Any venue that you went to, they were magnificent. Chennai historically favors spinners. Yes, it's a slow, low, typical Chepauk wicket. ODI cricket, you see that not many big scores are made. It's not a 350, 370, 400 kind of a wicket. But is this the reason why Pakistan don't want to play Afghanistan? Afghanistan, this is I'm talking about, in Chennai. It is really bizarre from a team that won the 1999 test match against India, when they faced better spinners like Anil Kumble and Harbhajan Singh and Sunil Joshi. At that time, you want them to say, oh, we don't want to play in Chennai. This is next level bizarreness when you look at the Pakistan cricket team. So, what do Pakistan want? Swap the venue. Pakistan versus Afghanistan in Bangalore, Australia versus Pakistan in Chennai. Now, you know the small boundaries that are there at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. So now Pakistan want to use that also. And because Australia don't play spin that well, Pakistan wants the BCCI and the ICC to say, oh, give us Chennai. Either Pakistan are treating this as a joke, either they are delusional, or the PCB and some of the management, some of the players seems to have lost their marbles. Honestly, because this kind of suggestion on a whim and on a fancy, how on earth can it be done? PCB's data, analytics and team strategy experts have been given the task of approving the venues. The data analytics team and the strategy experts, The so-called experts are telling the PCB that shortlist these venues in order to play to Pakistan's strength. Either these experts, as I mentioned, they have lost their marbles, because on this whim, you cannot ask the ICC or the BCCI to change the venues. Pakistan, either they want to just play around, living in their own delusion like they have been ever since their existence, or they are just trying something out of the ordinary and they are hoping that it will work. Because if you want to change a venue, according to the ICC protocols, a member board can push for a venue change due to safety reasons. This is what happened in 2016. Pakistan versus India was slated to be played in Dharamshala, but it had to be moved out because there was security concerns. So then India versus Pakistan happened at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. Reservations over venue due to opposition strength is a new one in cricket history. I mean, if that was the case, then Pakistan should never play in England, because there they have only seeming, swinging, cloudy conditions. Why do they play there? They should never play in Australia because it's always bouncy, pacey. And of course, Pakistan have not won there for close to 25 years. So that is another matter altogether. Then if that is on that logic, you should have never played the West Indies in the 80s and the 90s, because you never won against them. So if you want to change a venue over the strength of the opposition, that means two things have happened. Pakistan is convinced they cannot beat Afghanistan in this World Cup. They are absolutely convinced. The second thing is Australia's stranglehold will continue over them. Nothing new in that, because Pakistan last won against Australia in 2011. 2015 they lost, 2019 they lost. They can make it a hat trick of losses. Doesn't matter, isn't it? So Pakistan will not win against Afghanistan. That is a given in this 2023 ODI World Cup. Otherwise, why would they want a change of schedule, venue? Third, they cannot beat Australia. That's also confirmed. Now, another certainty might happen. It can become 8-0 against India, because as far as one more situation is concerned on the India versus Pakistan situation, October 15th match in Ahmedabad is all but certain. It's all but certain that India versus Pakistan will happen on October 15th at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. But there is one major problem. Government approval is necessary. Now, you know, whenever there is a big multinational events, supposing if it is held in India or Pakistan, government approval is necessary for visa situations, for all the other problems. So, India, if they go to Pakistan, they need government approval. Pakistan, if they come to India, they need government approval. Now, when will that government approval come? It all depends on Kudrat ka Nizam. It depends on when will they do it, because if this happens, then the World Cup schedule could potentially be released. Now there seems to be some bit of clarity as to why the World Cup schedule has not yet been officially announced. Because our neighbors want to change venues according to their own whim. According to their own whim, and because they are spooked by Afghanistan and Australia, that's why they want to change venues. This, let me make it very clear now, what the follow-up will be. The PC will say, oh, these kind of stories are false, it's never happened, this is fake news and all that. But once the leak has happened, you try very, very desperately to stop it. It doesn't happen that way. The venues will be as per the ICC and the BCCI. Pakistan versus Afghanistan will happen in Chennai. Australia versus Pakistan will happen in Bangalore. India versus Pakistan will happen in Ahmedabad. And wherever else Pakistan wants to play, Hyderabad is slated to be one of the venues, Kolkata is slated to be one of the venues, there they will play. You cannot change it because of a whim. If you have a genuine security concern, then and only then it can happen. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so that when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.